No intro today. And I told you this would be a weekly series again. I may not have posted it yesterday, but it's Sunday, so I guess a day late. A day late? Are you really complaining about that? A day late is better than a couple months late, I would argue. I think many people would argue. Anyways, cut update number 6, I think. 196. And to continue the series, I will be discussing Red Dead Redemption 2. Not the first one. I haven't played the first one yet. I know a lot of people say the first one's better. I don't know. I have the whole first game spoiled for me. Right. And I just don't think it is better than 2. Once again, take that with a huge grain of salt. Take that with a whole spoonful of salt, because I have not played the first one, but I would say the second one probably better. At least gameplay wise. I don't know about the story, although I've had the story spoiled. I don't know. Take this with a huge spoonful of salt, like I said. Last video, I said Metal Gear Solid was more of a story game than a gameplay game, you know what I mean? Right? This time, I think Red Dead Redemption 2 genuinely has great gameplay as well. I mean, it is very fun. There's a reason I have like so many hours on this game. I'm trying to recall how much I have. I don't know. I'm not checking either. I'm not even gonna edit this part out. I'm not even gonna like split the audio and delete it. Anyways, it just really makes you feel like a cowboy. When I first beat the game, right, epilogue and all, I was just sitting there thinking, wow, I wish I could be a cowboy. But no, I'm not a cowboy, unfortunately. To start, the story is amazing. Arthur Morgan and the whole gang he's a part of are a bunch of flawed people. They're not good, nor are they like bad. Well, they are bad people, but like, you know what I mean? They're not like... Yeah, but like if you look at each of the characters, like Arthur Morgan, for example, like the main character of the game is a bad person. Like he really is not a good person at all. But he tries to redeem himself. It's in the title. Yeah, I know. And he redeems himself near the end, I would say, after what he does for John, right? And what he does for the people he screwed over. And it is just so compelling to watch somebody actually have to deal with like the mistakes they've made and try and redeem themselves, knowing what's gonna happen to them eventually. And then there's other characters like Dutch, for example, who's like almost the exact opposite, almost. Or like he knows what he's done. He knows he's made a mistake. Even near the end of the epilogue, he knows he's made a mistake with his feelings for Arthur, and yet he doubles down, right? He doubles down and continues to be a terrible person. And there's other people in the gang that are like better, I would say. Like Charles, at first you don't really know much about him, but then you keep playing, and like especially during like Act 6, I believe, yeah, during Act 6 with the whole Native American like arc, he becomes such a well-written character, and you realize there are actually like good people in this gang, apart from like the really bad people. I would say there's a whole lot of people in this game. Like, you would think the redemption like only applies to like Arthur, but no, it almost applies to like everyone in the gang. Kyrian, for example, part of like the opposing gang. I forgot their names, I'm gonna be honest. Kyrian joins the gang, and he was like their sworn enemy because the O'Driscolls, the O'Driscolls and the Van der Linde gang hate each other, and almost like Kyrian has to redeem himself and prove himself worthy of the Van der Linde gang, right? And that, yeah, John, he doesn't really change much throughout the game, and that's because he has the whole game in one. RDR1 is where he gets to redeem himself, I guess. Right. So he isn't doing much. Lenny Lenny's just a good guy all throughout. Um yeah, and then there's Sean. Sean's like just a good guy as well. Um that's all I'm going to talk about for the story because I've learned something. You can't really just sit here and ramble about the story for like 10 minutes because it doesn't work. I tried that last video and it's annoying to listen to. Um, the gameplay is genuinely fun. They're, like, I would say the gunplay, if you've played a GTA game, you know it's not very intense. You hold down one button, it auto aims, and then you shoot. But the addition of Deadeye is so fun. It genuinely what makes the gameplay so fun. Like everything slows down, and you get to mark individual targets. You can specifically shoot areas. So much fun. Um, and also because you have so many like different guns, I would say a lot of them are like pretty similar. Like if you told me the difference between like two different, if you put a gun in my head and say, what's the difference between this revolver and this revolver, or this repeater and this repeater, you might as well pull the trigger. I don't know the difference, other than damage or fire rate. There's really nothing there. You pretty much just pick your favorite weapon, you're set to go for the game. Right. But it's just so much fun. Really, like, and that's because like how immersive it is. If the game was like terribly written, if the game is terribly written and there was like you didn't even feel like a cowboy, then I guarantee the gameplay you would find it so boring. You would find the gunplay so uninteresting if you didn't feel like a cowboy at all, right? And I think that like everything just about this game is so good. Like immersion, perfect. Gameplay, perfect for what it's doing. A story, absolutely perfect. There's a reason people say it's one of the greatest games of all time, and it absolutely is. God of War should not beat it for Game of the Year, 2017, I believe. It might have been 2018, I don't know. God of War absolutely does not deserve to beat Red Dead Redemption 2. There is just so much in this game. I haven't even talked about like the hunting or fishing, card games, any of that. You could absolutely spend hours just doing blackjack in the bar. You could spend hours just fishing and hunting for better stats. So much stuff you can do in this game. There's so many like secrets, many reasons to explore. It's not like just an empty open world. It's so full of stuff to do. Some of my favorite activities and like most memorable events are when you're just like riding from mission to mission and like a robber comes up and stops you at like I think if you've played this game, you probably remember riding into Strawberry on that one like bridge, covered bridge, and then bandits jump out from the side of it. It's just so cool. And there's stuff like that all the time. Like a dude's getting chased by a wolf, you gotta stop the wolf. A woman's getting like dragged away on a horse, you gotta go save her, drive her back to town. I do think some of the side missions were not interesting at all. Like the Braithwaite thing, I like the Braithwaite and like that Romeo and Juliet thing. I did like that because it was kind of interesting. But like the circus dude or the paleontologist like missions, those were not fun. I don't even think I did those. Like I genuinely did not enjoy those at all. I'm sure other people enjoyed them. Like I was saying, there's just so much content in this game. I picked up RDR2 for like $20. I think there's like easily 100 plus hours of content in there. It is so good. I don't know. Everyone's played GTA 5. RDR2 is GTA 5, but way better. Way better like story, way better graphics, way better gunplay, way better like I don't even know. I'm rambling at this point. And there's so many missions. There's so much replay value, especially with the missions. Um, I know a lot of people complain about how linear and how like if you even like stray off onto the wrong path, you'll like lose the mission. I understand the annoyances that that can cause. Um, but in my first playthrough, I never even ran into that. I didn't even know that was a major critique until I looked on reviews. Looked up reviews. I didn't even. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a creative person and didn't think of like all the stuff people are doing. But like I just never ran into any of those issues. So maybe for other people it's flawed, but for me, I genuinely think RDR2 is a masterpiece of video game design, story excellent, gameplay excellent. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. I might as well just cut off the video and stop it here. And it's also like very historically accurate. I know there's some parts where it's not, but if you ever watch that one like really long like series on the game, like going through every mission and seeing what's historically accurate or not, it's pretty accurate too. And I think that also adds to the game. Like it really feels like, I don't know, a love letter to the American West. And I don't know. Like we all like, if you were born in America, you probably like dreamed of being a cowboy as a little kid, right? And this game is like that on crack. It's so good. It's genuinely the cowboy fantasy, with an amazing story, with amazing gameplay, amazing immersion. Everything about it is nearly perfect in my opinion. It definitely deserves to be on this list of best games ever made. I don't think anyone is out here saying it's a terrible game. There's a reason it's Rockstar's like best. A lot of people say GTA 5 is better. No, it's not. Anyone telling you that is delusional. RDR2 is simply the best game Rockstar has ever made. I doubt GTA 6 will even come close to RDR2. And I hope it does. I hope it does better, but I just don't think it will. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna make weekly videos again. As long as the cut doesn't mess up, but it won't because I have nothing happening for like the rest of the school year. Weekly videos. By the end of this month, I'm pretty sure I'll be 190. I think I lined it up perfectly so that it's like 190. Yeah, if you haven't played RDR2, go play it. What are you doing? It's on sale most of the time, like $20. Best money you'll ever spend.